guys, and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. So I am here building, I think I called it like Eco Modern or something, I don't even know. But yeah, that's what I'm building right now. The roofing changes a lot than what it is like that. I'll probably go back and forth between my story time and kind of talking about the build. I actually want to talk about how when I was 15, 16, how old was I when I did that? I was 16 when I did my in-cars for, what is that called? Driving? Yeah, that. But I was 16 when I did my in-cars, and I'm gonna talk about the time that I thought I was going to die. So for some of you that either never took in-cars or have no clue what I'm talking about because you live in like another country, because you do things a little differently there, or if you get your driver's license after you're 18, you don't have to take driver's ed here, which I kind of think is a little dumb, only because like in driver's ed they actually do teach you quite a few things that you don't, like normal people don't know, or if they never took driver's ed, how would they know it, or over time you forget. Yeah, that's a thing. But anyways, so I got picked up from this one girl, so like in driver's ed, how they usually do it is they drive around with the person, you know, whatever, blah blah, and then that person drives to come get you, and then you drive them home, and then you drive around for a little bit, practice driving and stuff, and then you drive to go pick up the next person, and then that next person drives you home. And that's kind of how they do it. So when my time is up, well, actually on the way to go get this girl, because I was pretty well with my, like I had all my hours when I started driver's ed basically. I think I was like missing like 10 hours or something at most. Like I think it was like 2 hours at night and like 8 during the day. And here, where I live, you have to have 50 hours total, 10 of which have to be at night, and the other 40 have to be during the day, daylight. But anyways, I had all of my hours almost. So like I had no problems with driving, like nothing, you know, I already knew pretty much how to drive, except for like certain like I didn't know certain things, but like that wasn't like the driving aspect of it. It was more or less like signs and like what you're supposed to do, and I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, the whole point of this. The teacher, the driving instructor teacher person, she goes, so this girl today, I think it was my last in-car too, by the way. She goes, this person that we're getting? I'm like, yeah. She goes, she has 1 hour of driving. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die today. Because when you only have like an hour or two of driving, you don't know what you're doing, and it's kind of scary, especially for the people that are in the car. And I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point of driver's ed, but I kind of feel like driver's ed shouldn't like really put other other people's lives at risk, other than like maybe the instructor. And then, not even saying that like in a bad way, like I don't want their life to be at risk either, but like, you know, I didn't sign up to be in a car with like someone else that doesn't know what they're doing. I'd signed up to be in a car with someone that knows what they're doing, you know what I mean? But so anyways, we pick her up, right? And I just remember one of my best friends was like at my house because it was summer and she was here like every single day. And so like she was at my house because, you know, she was here before I got picked up. And I was texting her and my grandma, and I just kept texting them both saying, I'm gonna die today, I think I'm gonna die. Like, I was in the back seat of the car, and this girl slammed on the brakes so many times I thought I was actually going to like die that night or evening. It was like right before dinner time, so afternoon actually. And it was so scary because she really didn't know what she was doing. And I don't know if any of you have taken driver's ed or whatever, but like in the driver's ed cars, they have they have a brake pedal on in the passenger side, so that way if they need to, they can brake really fast, just in case, which is a good idea. But she also was kind of like going over the lines, and I don't know, it was scary. And we didn't go on the highway, thankfully, because she was way too not whatever to go on the highway. But they did end up having to take her on the highway, like, I know later, because that is like one of your in-cars that you have to do, is go on the highway at least I think it's like for like 30 minutes or something with your in-car instructor. But they didn't take her that day because she was still too new to driving. But no, like when we were on like a back road type thing, it was like 45 miles an hour. No. And I know that like in not America you have no clue what I'm talking about, but it's a decent speed, especially for someone that doesn't have really any driving under their belt yet, you know what I mean? But it was terrifying. And like I texted my grandma, I was like, I'm gonna die today. She's like, shut up, no you're not, you'll be fine. And I was like, no grandma, you don't understand, this girl has no clue what she's doing. And like I was actually genuinely scared, and I don't get scared that easily over that kind of stuff, but that was, yeah, it was scary. Ow, I just like, my bracelet just like smacked into my desk and like hurt my arm. But let's talk about the build for a minute here. This is it. I don't build a lot of modern houses, you probably can kind of tell. I've gotten a little bit better though than like the first one or two that I've ever done, that I've released at least on my channel. Yeah, I'd say that I definitely got better. I like what I do with this tree, by the way. It looks kind of cool, I think, at least. It's nothing too special, but I thought it was kind of cool and pretty. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into the screenshots, and I hope that you guys enjoyed.